Okay, so going over Oasis Monument here. Pretty straightforward. You got two posts. It's a 1/2 inch acrylic push through, but we'll have this decorative 1/4 inch piece. And this is a trim capped acrylic face that gets attached to the surface there. So we'll go over all that. But for the most part, it's fairly straightforward. Um, got it laid out as such. You have the top box with all your jigs. You got your parts here to lords in, so you have a little something to trim cap to. Um, you've got your bottom box, pretty straightforward. We have a power box. These are the light bars for the white on white for the LEDs. The cabinet faces. You have your mounting plates. This will be the decorative parts here for the little decorative feature. We'll have an island fill. Look for the island fills there, and a couple island fill pieces there. Look for that. You got the white on whites for the LEDs. You got a couple of acrylic faces, trim cap. Got your pushy backers, and you got your 1/2 inch. So like I said, it's pretty straightforward. Go ahead and build this up, frame it up, slide in your 2x2 for your power. Just kind of eyeball it so it's halfway up there, and just kind of sticking up there. Tack that in, and then probably I think you could get away with maybe skinning this and completing it, because then you're just going to put all of this on top of that box. So I think all access is not needed once you have this welded in. But anyway, so go ahead and build the frame of this guy, get it all framed up. You can see where the holes will match up. You have alignment clecos here to where you can put this frame on top of this. I suggest, just like we do with the Loma Linda, just lords it and maybe shoot in some number 10s just to hold it all secure. You've got these guys here that are going across to give it some strength, so you can lords those in and then maybe tack them to the frame once they're lords in. That way this gives it some structure as it's overhanging and stuff. Anyway, you've got your power over here. Power box will just get screwed in, so you'll have access to these holes here, these 4 holes. You'll be able to come in through the top here and just go ahead and just frap that down, so don't permanently mount that in case you ever have to take it out. The lid doesn't have any screws. It just uses gravity and friction to just slide it on, and that'll be your cover. And then you'll just collect all of your LED wire all to this point here. So coming off of here, coming off of there. So just make sure your leashes are long enough to get over here, and then you'll make sure that you have your primary power is long enough to make it out here. You again ask install if they want to just go ahead and make a long leash and coil it up for them, or will they just run it up and make the connections here. So it's up to you on that. So for the light bars are just going ahead and you're just going to rivet these together. So it's a little clamshell thing there, or a little shoebox. So just slide one inside the other and just rivet those. No need to lords or anything. And then you can just go ahead and rivet these to the bars there directly. They're double-sided, so go ahead and put one on each side. And then when you go to put these in, once it's all said and done, I made these little notches here to help hold it in, so that way it'll lock it in. So you can see where those are here. So that's where that is. So you can see there's a little bit of play. But when you go to slot these in, they're just going to sit like that. So they'll just be a little cut out there about 1 inch, and they'll just sit in there. And then those little notches will keep it from sliding too far left and right. So same thing here. These two guys, like this guy, these guys will sit on this piece. That's what the cutouts are there for. But these guys you'll have to lords or weld these in. So just bend these up. You got a top and a bottom, and just go ahead and slide them. They'll be on the inside of the frame. Cleco them in, and just go ahead and tack up all around there and tack up all around there. And that shouldn't interfere too much with that. So that's why I had to kind of modify this one, because that would be in the way. So when it comes time to getting the faces on, maybe you could do this later, or when it's all said and done, you can slide these in, but you're going to lords these guys in from the back. So squish on some lords all along here, and then lords it from the back, and then you'll have this part sticking out, kind of like those ATM ATM ones that we do for the casino. So you'll have this lip sticking out. I would probably suggest doing 1 inch trim cap on this. I think the drawing says 3/4, but just to have a little bit of strength and a little bit of beefiness. So this gets a digital print, so I think you send that first, get it printed, and then go ahead and trim cap it, and then go ahead and mount it to both sides there. So, and again, that's just push throughs. That should be all kind of straightforward stuff. The frame and stuff is all straightforward. So this decorative thing. So the decorative thing, what you're going to do is you're going to have this part here island filled an 1/8 inch down. So so this part will sit on there. So this is what it looks like close up. So you'll see it'll be notched, and then you can go ahead and put that on top, and you're going to go ahead and burn. You can burn on the inside here all the way across, but also I'm doing these notches that allows you to do a plug weld on the top as well. So you'll see where these notches will allow you to do 4 welds across the top as well. So that way it's not just welded across the bottom and it pulls in really bad. But you can also weld on the top here, and then that way you got strength on both sides. So and then just go ahead and grind those flat, and then they can kind of bondo that up top, make it all clean. So so in this spot here, this will be touching the face. You can see where this purple is the face that'll be notched. So you'll have this little half piece right here. I think that's about a 3/16. So you can get in there and burn it real good and burn it to this face. Make sure you stay away from the edge though. Don't melt the edge, because once you melt the edge, then it's rounded and it's no good. You'll have to build it up. So make sure when you're welding this that you keep your gun, keep the angle away from the face, and burn it at this direction, so that way you don't melt that. But go ahead and give that a good weld as well. And like I say, on the inside, you can go ahead and burn the whole thing, but tack it all together first, and then go ahead and you guys have received these. So you're just going to put these little 1/2 inch guys in here where the little island fill is there, and just go ahead and burn those all the way around. So that'll give you 4 little standoffs. I built in some extra room, but when you go to put these on, once it's painted, you can kind of stretch it out like a pair of headphones and just sort of slide it over real careful. There's even 1/4 inch, I ordered up some 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch ones to go into there, so you're good to go. So you'll just bolt those on from the inside. Once it's all said and done, you've got four matching holes in the face here. So you'll just put that on when you're all. So again, pretty straightforward. I think you got it. So if you have any questions, yeah, here's your tube here. So, but I think it's all good. So if you have any questions, hit me up.